Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United Kingdom's one new penny coin, specifically the most valuable and rare top 8 pennies that are commanding huge sums in today's auction market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about UK coinage, this video will guide you through some of the rarest one-penny coins in different conditions, from pristine mint state examples to circulated but highly sought-after pieces. We'll explore their history, unique features, rarity, and current market value in dollars. So stay tuned till the end for some valuable tips on how to spot these treasures and add them to your collection. So let's get started. First up, the UK 1979 one new penny coin in very fine condition. This unassuming little coin might look like just another piece of pocket change, but make no mistake, it holds serious value in today's auction markets. Stay tuned, because we're going to reveal why this coin is generating so much buzz, how much it's worth in US dollars today, and why collectors across the globe are rushing to get their hands on it. The one new penny coin was first introduced in 1971 during a significant overhaul of the British currency system known as decimalisation. This transition marked the end of the old pounds, shillings, and pence system and the beginning of a more simplified monetary system. The coin became an integral part of everyday life in the UK throughout the 1979s and 1980s. But what many people don't know is that some of these coins, particularly those from specific years and in top condition, have now become rare collectibles. What once jingled in people's pockets is now sitting in the display cases of elite collectors and auction houses around the world. The UK 1979 one new penny stands out for its classic design and the symbolic weight it carries in British numismatic history. On the obverse, it features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which by itself has become a powerful emblem of continuity and tradition. On the reverse, the coin showcases a crowned portcullis with chains, a design rooted in English history that symbolizes strength and security. The craftsmanship, detail, and metallic composition all add to the charm and desirability of this coin. When found in very fine condition, these design elements are preserved in crisp, clear detail, which significantly enhances the appeal and overall value. Now let's talk about rarity. While the UK minted millions of these coins during the 1979s, only a small number have survived the decades in very fine or better condition. Most coins from this period saw heavy circulation, meaning they're scratched, worn, or damaged beyond collectible standards. That's why a one new penny in very fine condition is such a prize. It represents the best of the best. Add to that the fact that certain years and mint varieties were produced in lower numbers, and you have the perfect storm for high collector demand. This coin isn't just hard to find. It's become a centerpiece in many serious coin collections, especially among those specializing in British decimal currency. So how much is this coin actually worth today? In recent online auctions and private sales, the UK 1979 one new penny in very fine condition has fetched impressive prices. Depending on the year and rarity specifics, values can range anywhere from $175,000, with some exceptional examples climbing even higher. That's a massive increase over its original face value, and it's only going up. As global interest in British coins continues to grow, especially among American and international collectors, the dollar value of this coin is rising steadily. It's not just a piece of history. It's a smart investment. If you're looking to add this powerful little gem to your collection, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, always check the coin's condition. Very fine or better is where the serious value begins. Look for sharp details, minimal wear, and no major scratches. Second, consider the date and mint variety. Some years are rarer than others and can boost your coin's value significantly. Third, buy from reputable dealers or auction platforms where authenticity is guaranteed. And finally, demand is high and availability is limited. Every day, more of these coins are being snapped up by collectors who understand their true worth. The UK 1979 one new penny in very fine condition isn't just another old coin. It's a rare piece of modern history, a beautifully designed artifact, and a hot item in today's collector market. With rising demand, limited availability, and a steadily increasing dollar value, this coin has proven itself to be much more than small change. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this is one coin that deserves a place in your collection. Next up, we're talking about none other than the UK one new penny from 1980, specifically in extra fine condition. This isn't just pocket change. This coin has gained traction in auction houses and private collections, and it's making waves in today's rare coin market with some impressive dollar values. So if you're holding on to one or thinking of adding it to your collection, to understand why the 1981 new penny coin is making such a buzz today, we need to first take a step back and explore its history. This coin emerged during a transformational time in British currency. After the UK switched from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimal system in 1971, the Royal Mint began issuing a new range of coins. The New Penny series was part of this modernization, and the 1980 issue stands as a prime example of how design and change collided in this exciting new era. Though millions were minted to serve daily commerce, few were preserved in pristine condition, and that's exactly where the story begins for collectors today. What makes the 1981 New Penny coin truly stand out isn't just its age or circulation. It's the design and the detail that reflect the craftsmanship of British coinage at its finest. The obverse of the coin proudly displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, with the elegant inscription, Elizabeth II D. Gita Reg F. D. 1980. On the reverse side, we see the iconic crowned portcullis with chains, a long-standing symbol associated with the British Parliament. This reverse design was created by Christopher Ironside, and it represents stability, strength, and history. The fine bronze finish, when preserved in extra fine condition, still carries its original luster, sharp edges, and clear details, making it a visual and historic masterpiece. In the world of numismatics, rarity isn't just about how many coins were minted. It's about how many remain in top-tier condition. While the 1981 New Penny was a common coin in everyday circulation, finding one today in extra fine condition is becoming increasingly rare. Coins that have survived over 4 decades without significant wear, scratches, or corrosion are highly sought after. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins with sharp design elements, full rims, and strong detail in the Queen's portrait and the portcullis. Because most of these coins were used daily, preserved examples are scarce, and scarcity always drives demand and value higher in the collector's market. Now let's talk money. You might be surprised to learn that a UK 1 New Penny from 1980 in extra fine condition can fetch significantly more than its face value, especially in US dollars. In current auctions and private sales, these coins can go for anywhere between $165,000, and some examples with near uncirculated or uncirculated features have reached even higher price points, especially when sold as part of a set or with certification from grading services. Given the rise in interest in British decimal-era coins and the shrinking pool of high-quality examples, the value of this coin is steadily rising, making it a small investment with big potential. For collectors, now is the time to act. If you already own a 1981 New Penny, carefully inspect it and consider getting it graded by a professional service. Look for signs of crisp detail, minimal wear, and original coloring. If you're on the hunt, make sure you're buying from reputable dealers or trusted auctions. Investing in these coins isn't just about the profit. It's about owning a piece of modern British history that is becoming increasingly hard to find in exceptional condition. And remember, coins from the early decimal era are beginning to gain international attention, especially among collectors in the United States, Europe, and Asia, where British coinage has a strong fan base. The 1980 UK 1 New Penny in extra fine condition is no longer just a forgotten piece of copper from the past. It's a rising star in the coin world. Its historical roots, stunning design, growing rarity, and increasing value make it a must-have for any serious collector. With interest growing and supply tightening, now is the perfect moment to appreciate, acquire, or preserve this coin while it's still within reach. Don't underestimate the power of small coins, because sometimes big value comes in the smallest package. Next up, the UK 1 penny from the year 1989. While it may seem like just another small denomination at first glance, this particular coin has gained remarkable attention in the numismatic community, especially when found in fine condition. Collectors worldwide are keeping a sharp eye on this coin, and it's making waves at auctions with surprisingly high dollar values. So, if you have a 1989 1 penny lying around, you might just be holding on to a hidden gem. The UK 1 penny coin has a rich history that dates back centuries, but the 1989 version holds its own special place in British coinage. Minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this penny is part of the third decimal coin series, featuring the iconic portrait of the Queen by Raphael Maklauf, which was in use from 1985 to 1997. This was a time of transition and modernization in the Royal Mint's designs, and the 1989 penny reflects a blend of tradition and evolving style. Though millions were minted for circulation, the passage of time, combined with changing public habits and reduced circulation of lower denomination coins, has made high-quality examples from this year much harder to find today. What makes the 1989 UK 1 penny truly stand out is its distinct design and historical context. On the obverse, we see the classic and dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crowned and facing right. The reverse features the crowned portcullis with chains, a symbol steeped in British heritage, originally associated with the Palace of Westminster. The craftsmanship of the engraving, the balance in the coin's design, and the traditional copper-plated steel composition give it a unique aesthetic appeal that resonates with collectors. In fine condition, the coin retains its original luster and sharpness, making it not just a piece of currency, but a true work of art preserved over time. While the 1989 one penny was initially produced in large quantities, finding one today in fine or higher condition is becoming increasingly difficult. Everyday usage has taken its toll on many examples, leaving only a fraction in collectible condition. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and clear details, are now in high demand among both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts. The fine condition label signifies that the coin still has strong detail, minimal surface damage, and solid eye appeal, which makes it a valuable addition to any collection. As lower denomination coins fade out of daily use and become less commonly saved, pieces like the 1989 one penny in fine or better condition are becoming prized rarities. Now, let's talk about value. On today's collector market, the UK one penny 1989 in fine condition can command impressive prices. While standard circulated versions might not catch the spotlight, those in well-preserved condition are being sold and auctioned for as high as $150,000 depending on the detail, shine, and overall grade. Coins that are approaching extremely fine or uncirculated status are seeing values soar even higher, with some listings reaching over $200,000 or more. These values reflect a growing appreciation for coins from this transitional era, as well as the scarcity of top-condition specimens available to collectors. The market is very active, and demand continues to grow, especially in the United States, where British coin collecting has become increasingly popular. For those looking to get involved or expand their existing collection, the 1989 one penny is a fantastic target. Always examine your coins for clarity in design, sharpness of detail, and absence of major scratches or corrosion. Fine condition should have visible lines, legible text, and a consistent tone. It's also a smart move to consider professional grading if you believe your coin is in above-average condition, as this can significantly boost its resale value. Keep an eye on reputable auction sites and collector forums to spot trends and connect with fellow enthusiasts. And remember, even a coin that seems ordinary can become extraordinary when viewed through the lens of rarity and demand. The UK one penny 1989 is far more than just pocket change. In fine condition, it represents a valuable piece of numismatic history that continues to gain momentum in the collector's market. With its royal heritage, elegant design, and rising rarity, this coin is a true standout that deserves attention. Whether you're a longtime collector or just starting your journey, this is a coin that offers both historical charm and real dollar value. Next up, we're diving deep into a truly fascinating piece of UK numismatic history, the 1983 UK one penny coin. This humble yet powerful coin, even in circulated and damaged condition, is turning heads in the coin collecting world and making waves in the auction market today. If you've got one of these tucked away in an old jar or passed down in a family collection, you might just be sitting on a surprising treasure. So stay with us as we explore why the 1983 one penny is gaining massive attention and what makes it such a high-demand coin in the current market. To understand the true value of the 1983 one penny, we need to take a quick journey into its background. Issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin was part of a widely used decimal system introduced in 1971. By 1983, pennies were a regular part of daily transactions. However, something special about the 1983 issue has caused collectors to look twice. It was the final year the one penny coin featured the new penny inscription before switching permanently to just one penny, marking a notable point in the UK's coinage history. Furthermore, many 1983 pennies were produced in brilliant uncirculated or proof sets, meaning finding one that circulated, and especially one that survived with any level of detail, is becoming more difficult every year. Now let's talk about what makes this coin so unique. The design features Queen Elizabeth II's second portrait, crafted by Arnold Machin, on the obverse, and the classic crowned portcullis design by Christopher Ironside on the reverse. Even in worn or damaged condition, this coin stands out because of its age, historical transition, and the fact that only a limited number were released into general circulation. Circulated versions are far rarer than many people realize, and those with significant patina, toning, or wear from age are now being considered historical artifacts by collectors who appreciate coins with a story. Despite the coin being in circulated or even damaged condition, it is currently in high demand among collectors worldwide. Why? Because circulated 1983 one pennies are increasingly hard to come by. Most people who received the coin in 1983 either spent it without a second thought, or it was removed from circulation over time. Damaged or worn examples are now considered survivors and tell the tale of the coin's journey through the hands of everyday people. Collectors love pieces like this for their authentic history, and the fewer that remain, the higher the demand goes. This demand has only intensified in recent years, as more collectors seek out pieces from the 1980s with real usage behind them. Let's talk numbers. The current market value of a 1983 one-penny coin in circulated, even damaged condition can range dramatically depending on visibility of the date and features. At various auctions and online collector platforms, such coins have sold from $150,000, and in some cases even more, depending on the story and condition. It's not uncommon now to see listings climbing well beyond $167,000, especially when the coin still carries clear details despite its wear. Considering the coin's original value was just a single penny, this represents a massive return and shows just how sought after it has become in today's market. If you're a collector or just getting started in numismatics, now is the perfect time to take a closer look at your pocket change or coin boxes. Make sure you check all 1983 UK pennies, especially those with signs of age or circulation. Don't overlook damaged or worn coins. Collectors often value these just as much as mint state examples because they represent authenticity and survival through time. Always handle them with care, store them in protective holders, and if you suspect your coin may be rare, get it evaluated by a reputable dealer or grading service. The 1983 UK one-penny coin, even in a circulated and damaged state, has emerged as a hidden gem in the numismatic world. With its historical importance, limited circulation release, and rising demand from collectors globally, this coin has earned its place as a valuable asset in any collection. Next up, the UK one-penny coin from 1986 in circulated fine condition. You might think a penny isn't worth much, but when it comes to numismatics, history, scarcity, and collector demand can completely change the game. Stay with us as we explore how this humble copper coin has risen in value and why it's turning heads in auctions around the world, especially in the US market where collectors are willing to pay significant amounts in dollars. The 1986 one penny is part of the British decimal coinage system that was introduced in 1971, replacing the old pre-decimal currency. By the mid-1980s, the UK Royal Mint had firmly established the modern coinage designs, with Queen Elizabeth II proudly featured on the obverse. The 1986 penny marked a period of stability, yet these coins also carried the heritage of centuries-old minting traditions. Though millions were minted that year, few remain in excellent condition today. Over time, as coins pass through hands, shops, and pockets, many become worn, damaged, or lost. That's why even a circulated coin from 1986 in fine condition can stand out today as a valuable historical piece. What makes the 1986 one penny truly captivating are its classic and timeless design elements. The obverse features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklauf, a beautifully detailed profile that defines an era of British coinage. On the reverse, we see the iconic crown portcullis, an elegant design adapted from the badge of Henry VII and associated with the British Parliament. The coin was minted in bronze, giving it that warm, rich tone so beloved by collectors. Its diameter, weight, and composition mark it as part of the traditional penny lineage before major design and material shifts in the following decades. For collectors, every detail from the crispness of the portcullis to the rim quality is part of the coin's charm and value. While many 1986 pennies were struck, coins in fine condition that have survived nearly 4 decades of circulation without major scratches, corrosion, or fading are becoming increasingly rare. Most coins of this age show heavy wear, so finding one that still holds its detail, especially in circulated fine grade, is a rarity. Collectors today are on the hunt for these examples because they represent a sweet spot. They show historical use, yet retain their aesthetic and structural integrity. It's exactly this combination of age, condition, and historical relevance that drives up demand. With fewer high-quality circulated examples surfacing each year, the competition among collectors, especially in online auctions and international markets, is getting fiercer. Every coin in fine condition is a prize waiting to be claimed. Now let's talk value. In today's coin collecting scene, especially in North America and global online auctions, the 1986 UK one penny in circulated fine condition is making a strong impression. Depending on the sharpness of the detail and the preservation of the coin, values can reach between $180,000 or more, with particularly sharp examples occasionally commanding even higher prices when bidding gets competitive. That's quite a jump from its original face value. The beauty of this coin lies in its crossover appeal. British coin collectors love it for its heritage, while international numismatists see it as an accessible yet rare piece of late 20th century coinage. It's not just a penny anymore, it's an appreciating asset. If you're lucky enough to find a 1986 penny in your collection, or even in your pocket change, don't overlook it. Examine it closely. Look for coins with even coloring, legible lettering, a defined portcullis design, and minimal rim wear. Circulated fine condition means some wear is acceptable, but the coin should still retain its key design features clearly. Store your coins properly. Use soft sleeves or plastic flips to prevent further wear. If you're buying one, seek out reputable dealers or auction platforms where condition is clearly described. And most importantly, be on the lookout for undervalued listings. Sometimes sellers don't realize the true market demand for this specific year and condition. With a keen eye, this coin can become a foundational piece in your collection or a lucrative flip on the resale market. So there you have it. The 1986 UK 1 penny, once overlooked, now celebrated. In fine circulated condition, it has become a standout item in today's collector world. With its rich history, iconic design, rising rarity, and increasing dollar value, it's a reminder that even the smallest coins can hold big stories and even bigger returns. Next up, the UK 1 penny from 1987. At first glance, this might look like an ordinary coin you'd find in your pocket change. This piece has captured the attention of collectors around the world and is becoming a hot item in the rare coin auction market today. If you're holding on to one of these coins, especially in a circulated but well-preserved condition, you might be surprised to learn just how valuable it has become in today's collector economy. The UK 1 penny coin has a rich and fascinating history that traces back centuries, but the modern decimal penny came into circulation in 1971. The 1987 version belongs to a significant era of British coinage under Queen Elizabeth II's reign, where craftsmanship, production techniques, and demand from collectors began to skyrocket. Minted by the Royal Mint, this coin reflects the stability of the UK economy during the 1980s, yet stands out due to specific features and limited high-quality circulation, making it a desirable item in today's rare coin scene. The 1987 penny marks a time when the UK was transitioning into modern minting standards, and this particular year now holds historical weight due to its growing scarcity. What makes the 1987 UK 1 penny so attractive is its timeless design and detailed craftsmanship. On the obverse side, it features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf, known for its elegance and lifelike expression. The reverse side proudly displays the crowned portcullis, a symbol with deep historical roots tied to the British Parliament, giving the coin a distinct national identity. With its reddish bronze coloring, consistent metal composition, and classic dimensions, this coin is instantly recognizable, and in circulated condition, its natural patina only adds to the historical charm that collectors love. While the 1987 penny had a standard mintage, what sets it apart today is the demand for well-preserved circulated versions. Over time, most of these coins were lost, worn down, or melted, leaving fewer in collectible condition. This scarcity, combined with rising global interest in vintage British coinage, has skyrocketed the value of circulated 1987 1 penny coins. Collectors are actively seeking pieces that show signs of use, but retain sharp detail and minimal damage. These conditions are considered highly collectible because they reflect real-world history while still showcasing the coin's original beauty. The rising rarity, especially for coins that haven't been overly worn or damaged, makes the 1987 penny a high-demand item in today's market. Here's where things get exciting. In recent online auctions and collector forums, circulated 1987 1 penny coins in good to very fine condition are fetching anywhere from $155,000, depending on quality, appearance, and historical appeal. Exceptional pieces, especially those with even toning and minimal wear, have gone for significantly more, some reaching over $200,000 when accompanied by authentication or provenance. This surge in value isn't just speculation. It's fueled by genuine interest from collectors in the UK, US, and across Europe. As the market becomes more competitive, even circulated examples of this coin are becoming lucrative finds, especially if you already have one in your possession. If you're looking to start or expand your collection, now is the perfect time to focus on the 1987 UK 1 penny. First, examine any coin you already own for details like sharpness of the Queen's portrait, clarity of the portcullis, and overall surface condition. A magnifying glass can help spot minor features that increase a coin's value. Also, store your coins in dry, protected holders to prevent corrosion and further wear. When purchasing, always seek reputable dealers or auction platforms that provide clear images and descriptions. Remember, circulated does not mean worthless in fact. The unique wear pattern of each coin tells a story that serious collectors truly appreciate. The UK 1 penny from 1987 has proven itself as more than just pocket change. Its rich background, distinctive features, and rising rarity have placed it firmly in the spotlight of the international coin collecting community. In circulated condition, this coin still holds significant value and continues to gain momentum in the global auction scene. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just found this coin in an old jar, the 1987 penny could very well be a hidden treasure. Next up, the 1988 UK 1 penny in damaged or circulated condition. While it might look like an ordinary coin to most, collectors and numismatists are now hunting it down for its uniqueness and rising market value. Yes, even in a worn or damaged state, this humble penny has transformed into a hot commodity in today's global rare coin scene. Stay tuned as we uncover the surprising history, hidden features, and the big dollar value this coin commands today. The 1988 UK 1 penny belongs to a historic series of British coins that has seen continuous production since decimalization in 1971. That year marked a major change in British currency, and the penny became a central part of daily transactions across the UK. However, the 1988 edition stands out due to the transitional period in the Royal Mint's production and design methods. This penny features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklauf, which was used between 1985 and 1997. It reflects a time of steady yet subtle changes in British coinage. The 1988 penny was struck in bronze, shortly before the shift to copper-plated steel in later years, making it one of the last Bronze-era pennies still found in circulation. What makes the 1988 UK 1 penny particularly fascinating are its subtle variations and design consistency during a time of transformation. The obverse side features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, adorned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. On the reverse, we see the iconic crowned portcullis, a symbol that has long been associated with the British Parliament. Even in damaged condition, these design elements remain discernible and carry immense historical weight. Some coins may also exhibit minting anomalies, or patterns, or toning due to age and environmental exposure, all of which add character and uniqueness that collectors crave. These details are not flaws. They are features that set the coin apart and make it stand out in any collection. In the world of coin collecting, rarity isn't just about how few are made. It's also about how many survive in collectible condition. The 1988 UK 1 penny, especially in worn or damaged condition, is gaining popularity because it represents authentic circulation history. Collectors are increasingly drawn to coins that tell a story through their imperfections. A heavily circulated 1988 penny shows signs of having passed through countless hands, perhaps even across decades of British life. This real-world journey makes each coin unique. The demand for these coins, especially from international buyers in the US, Canada, and Australia, is growing rapidly. Even damage that once seemed to diminish value is now seen as adding historical texture and visual intrigue. What's truly astonishing is the current market value of the 1988 UK 1 penny in today's auction scene. Despite or because of its damaged condition, this coin can command surprisingly high prices among dedicated collectors. In online auctions, listings have appeared with starting bids as low as $100,000, but the final selling prices have reached upwards of $175,000, depending on the coin's wear pattern, appearance, and overall appeal. Some highly patinated or uniquely worn examples have even sparked bidding wars among collectors aiming to add one-of-a-kind pieces to their portfolios. The value in US dollars continues to climb as the interest in vintage UK currency expands internationally. This is no longer just a one-penny coin. It's a high-demand numismatic gem. If you're looking to get your hands on a 1988 UK 1 penny, now is the perfect time. Keep an eye out at flea markets, estate sales, and online auctions. Focus on coins that show character damage like scratches, dents, or discoloration can actually enhance desirability, especially if the coin retains key details of the design. Presentation matters, so store your coins in a clean, safe environment to preserve their current condition. Also, consider getting them appraised or certified by a coin grading service to boost their appeal to serious buyers. Remember, the most successful collectors are those who see beyond the surface and recognize the hidden value that others miss. The 1988 UK 1 penny in damaged condition is far more than just pocket change. It's a treasure hiding in plain sight. With its rich historical background, distinctive design, and rising demand in the collector world, this coin is turning heads and making headlines. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collecting journey. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of British numismatic history. The UK 1 new penny from 1971 in fine condition. This coin is not just a simple piece of change. It's a true collector's item that has gained significant attention in the auction markets today. With rising demand and limited availability in high-grade conditions, this iconic coin is becoming a must-have for collectors worldwide. So, whether you're a seasoned coin enthusiast or just starting your numismatic journey, stay tuned to learn why this small coin could hold a surprisingly big value in today's market, especially when converted to dollars. To truly appreciate the 1971 1 new penny, we need to understand its historical roots. This coin marks a pivotal moment in British currency history decimal day, which took place on February 15, 1971. On this day, the UK officially transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simpler decimalized currency. The 1 new penny was among the first decimal coins introduced, making it an important piece that symbolizes a major transformation in British economic history. It was struck in large quantities, but not all coins survived the decades in good condition, and that's what makes well-preserved examples from this exact year so important. The 1971 1 new penny is a landmark coin that captures the beginning of a modern era for Britain's currency system. What sets the 1971 1 new penny apart are its unique design elements and visual appeal. On the obverse, we have the beautiful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, which was used throughout the early decimal coinage era. The reverse features the iconic crowned portcullis with chains, a symbol long associated with British Parliament, designed by Christopher Ironside. The coin is struck in bronze, with a diameter of 20.3 millimeters and weighs around 3.56 grams. Its rich coppery tone and bold, well-balanced design make it an aesthetically pleasing addition to any collection. In fine condition, the details on both sides remain sharp and easily visible, which adds to the overall visual impact and collectability of the coin. Now, let's talk about what truly elevates the 1971 1 new penny to rare and highly desirable status. Its condition and increasing scarcity in the collectible market. While millions were minted, few have survived in fine or better condition after decades of circulation and handling. Coins that are free from heavy wear, with clear details and minimal discoloration, are becoming increasingly hard to find. Collectors are always on the lookout for specimens that have retained their original luster and definition. The demand for early decimal coins is growing fast, especially for the first-year issues like the 1971 penny. Many collectors are building complete decimal sets, and the 1971 coin holds a key place at the beginning of this historical timeline. As more collectors compete for high-grade examples, the rarity and value of this coin continue to rise. In today's auction market, especially online platforms and private collector circles, the value of a 1971 1 new penny in fine or better condition has seen a noticeable uptick. While its face value may be just a penny, its collectible worth can reach $135,000, depending on the preservation and clarity of detail. And in cases where the coin is in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, collectors have seen sales reach well over $150,000 or more. The value also spikes when the coin is part of a rare proof set or when verified by professional grading services. As international interest in British coins grows, especially from US and global buyers, the 1971 penny's dollar value continues to trend upward. If you're thinking about adding the 1971 1 new penny to your collection, or maybe you already own one, there are a few tips to maximize its value and enjoyment. First, always look for coins in fine condition or better, with strong detail on the portrait and reverse design. Avoid coins that are heavily worn or corroded. If possible, store your coin in a protective holder to prevent further damage. Consider getting it graded if it appears in exceptional condition, as third-party authentication can significantly increase its market value. Also, keep an eye on auction sites, estate sales, and reputable coin dealers for opportunities to pick up this coin at competitive prices before the value climbs further. Collecting early decimal coins is not only a smart investment, it's a way to own a piece of history. The UK 1 new penny from 1971 is more than just a small bronze coin. It's a powerful symbol of Britain's modern monetary transition, a beautifully designed collectible, and a rising star in the world of rare coins. In fine condition, it holds historical importance, visual charm, and tangible value that continues to grow in today's active auction markets. With collectors around the world recognizing its worth, this coin is becoming an increasingly sought-after gem. So, if you have one in your possession, consider yourself lucky, and if you're still looking for one, now is the time to start your search. Stay tuned to our channel for more rare coin insights, values, and collecting tips. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more treasures from the world of numismatics.